Like, what a goal, man. What an absolute unbelievable pass from Lombardi again. Rummy! How'd you like that, baby? I love it. First time. Boom! We don't miss those! We don't miss those, baby! Color! 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 Just for you. Just for you! Ball in the color! Oh! Oh! It's the king with the finish of the century! Oh! Look at the space, man. Look at the space we have. Get in there, daddy. Just hang it up for the big man. Boom! Daddy strikes again, baby. Ah, let's check is so slow, man. We got one good goal, though. Oh my God! Round collar. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's done it again. He's done it again, the Anaconda. He's done it again. Look at it. Look at this, man. What? Oh my! What the hell? What the fuck? Kante with a beautiful pass to Ronaldo. Doesn't have the pace. Ref. No. No. Don't get it, man. I just really don't get it. That's a skill issue, lads. Yeah, that's a skill issue, man. ball. Romario, of course, misses. I'm in trouble, boys. I'm in big trouble, man. I'm making all the wrong decisions. Okay. No, man. No, man. Oh, my days. What an absolute joke, man. What's the crack, lads? Welcome back. Happy Friday, boys. Just a short one today. That's what she said. No, honestly, just a short stream today, lads. It's absolutely roasting here in Ireland. And yeah, I'm not gonna be sitting here playing the game when it's playing the way it is either. Because the game for me, man, at the moment, I just don't know. Honestly, just don't know. I don't know. But we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to be testing out the new boys. We are on OC's account. We have Kimmich, we have Musiala, and of course we have the Don, Manuel Neuer in goals as well, playing with the Germany squad. We'll do one or two of these. We'll have a look at the levelings, and we'll see how the game is actually playing. Actually, hold on. Let me just check that my controller is set up. But anyway, boys, happy Friday, man. Kordas, welcome in, brother. Bro, man, welcome in. I do feel like that these players are definitely... They're top tier, lads. They are definitely top tier. I think Musiala is probably one of my most... I would say, like, probably my, like, biggest gem of a player. Like, he's just so good. I really like playing with Musiala. Even the old Showtime Musiala, who I have, is a beast. But unless these cards are, you know... Unless Musiala is absolutely insane, I think I'm happy enough with my old Showtime. So yeah, but let me know if you guys are going to spin from. I don't think I'm probably going to spin maybe Monday. I don't know, but let's see, man. Yo, Heart Junkie, what's up, brother? I'm back again to blame everything on Smart Assist. Yeah, it's just, as I said, man, yesterday, it's just another thing to talk about, you know. It's another thing to divide the community. That's the way I see it. There's a lot of stuff in the game at the moment that yeah, I mean, there's a lot of questions when you lose a game. I mean, yesterday we lost the game 6-0, and I literally felt like I was, you know, a toddler playing the game. I could not control my players. My players would not reach the ball going through legs, you know, multiple times in the match to concede goals, rebounds, crazy interceptions, crazy. And then, you know, you fast forward 10 minutes later, and I'm winning against the top 1,000 guy 4-0 comfortably. So I think the game is very, very weird at the moment. I genuinely do feel that some games, if you go in and you play against the AI, right? Go in and test my theory. Go in and play against the AI, right? And play the AI divisions. Get to Division 2, right? And get to Division 2. And then obviously try and get to Division 1. But as you're playing Division 2, which is on Legend and Top Player or Superstar difficulty, I do feel sometimes that your AI that are like with you in the game, right? Because you're only controlling one, max 2 players at a time with good player switching. I do feel sometimes that the AI switches between Legend and Professional, or even, yeah, I mean, Professional is probably the worst one, I think, because I do think it goes down to that. Whatever way it modifies it, or whatever way it actually like dynamically changes the difficulty sometimes, it can be very difficult. Because there should be no reason ever, that my Musiala cannot control the ball with these stats. You know what I mean? But he will. There'll be some games where you just literally can't control the ball. But again, lads, at the end of the day, man, it's only a video game. You know? This guy's playing with a Brazil squad. He's got Ronaldinho. So hopefully he plays some Samba style. Oh, Gary, it's too warm, man. Honestly, lads, I had to sleep naked last night nearly. It was so warm. Honestly. It was so warm, man. Windows open all over the house, even during the night time. I know it's not the safest, but Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy the heat. Try using player of the week. Good player. I mean, hi, Miss Gaiman. I mean, we usually play on Friday with the free-to-play cards. Today, we would be using free-to-play cards or player of the week, but I have a video coming up after this live stream about all the new nominating contracts. 42 degrees. Oh, salmon. Holy moly, bro. Now, that's different level. That's different level heat now, brother. I'm talking 23, 24 outside in Ireland. But that to us, 23 degrees, 24 degrees in Ireland with no rain is unheard of practically. Because we get rain pretty much every day of the year. Yeah, so, listen, I do feel lads, that the game, right? The game at the moment, it's definitely not in the worst place it's been. I just feel like that they need to tighten up. I think they need to pick a direction and go with it. Because every time they pick a direction, they run it back. You know what I mean? Which I don't like. Portugal is 25. I'm just back from Portugal, bro. I was in Madeira for a week. F4UW. I have a video up on possession and out wide. I would definitely recommend just use a standard possession manager if you don't want the boosts. The boosts are really largely irrelevant if you don't have the big boys. Kai Havertz. Look at the strength of Havertz. Now, we've got the 3 big showtimes in, lads. We have Musiala. We have Neuer. Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, man. Why did I do that, you see? This is me all over now. All right, here's Musi, lads. Great centre of gravity. Low centre of gravity. Yeah, that's special. And then, of course, when he goes to kick the ball, he shits the bed. Good defending from Agantlar. Kimi. Oh, man, how slow was that, genuinely? How slow was that? There's Musi again. Oh, Musi. See, that's why I like Musiala, lads. Them whole player type runs are just insane. This guy's just running in straight lines. Oh, it's beautiful, Kai Havertz. And the peel away. And the header, and it's one. No, it's not one. It hits the crossbar. I've noticed a lot of crossbars as well, lads. I've noticed a lot of crossbars lately. More than like before. And I also think that they've reverted the AI a little bit more defensively than normal. But then again, it's hard because I'm a little bit kind of rusty, lads, as well. Because obviously, like, missing a week of eFootball with where the gameplay is at the moment and how assisted and stuff it is like missing like a month on another game. Genuinely, I feel like I haven't played a game in like a month. Like, I was just totally switched off. Like, when I was away on holidays, I was totally switched off. Yo, Brixia, welcome in. Burrows, welcome in, bro. Gary, welcome in. Yeah, 30 degrees over the night, brother, is very, very hot. I use your tactics on versus online possession and long ball. And how'd you get on, Mirza? How'd you get on? I think the biggest thing, lads, is, right, you have to understand, okay? And you just have to understand when you're using, like, when you're talking about tactics and stuff. What a save from Don Neuer, lads. Yeah, Streamlabs is not working, lads. Streamlabs is not working. Hold on, let me pin that message to the top from Gary. Streamlabs, lads, I need time to fix Streamlabs. There was an update for it, and I haven't updated it yet, so apologies, but it's not working at the moment. Ah, Musiala is absolute filth, lads. In fairness, he is different gravy, like. Oh, man. Ah, he's doing a little Brazilian bit of flair. I like that. Oh, it's brilliant, Rummy. Rummy! Ooh. Watch your video on archery flick. Does that also work to, like, flick the ball over your head behind you, or is it not possible? You mean an actual rainbow flick? Yes, you can do multiple things with the R3 flick, bro. So I'll show you. So R3 flick, you can do, like, well, obviously that was a shit, but you can do that as well. I have a video on R3 flick. Well, hi, Miss Gaiman. There's always going to be, you know, really overpowered cards in the game. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that.
The only thing Konami could ever do about that, if they wanted to, is to bring in some sort of filter system, which they're not going to do. Because they're not going to do it if... Well, they might do it now that we've got crossplay. But they're not going to do it for the actual core experience of the game. Because they want people to be, you know... They want people to be spinning for the cards. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Walk it in, baby. Rummy. Rummy's going to be back next week, lads. He's coming in the Monday pack. He's coming in this pack, lads, with Demichelis and Hoynes. Hoynes is going to be the pick of the pack, 35 levels. I'll have a video up on it. Yeah, Barcelona, man, are the team now. But I think Madrid will buy. I think Madrid are going to buy big. Especially with Xabi Alonso. Like, in fairness. Like, Madrid have had serious injuries this year. You know what I mean? I don't think it tells the full picture. Like, Barcelona have been insane this year. I still think that they're defensively a little bit weak. Now, this is coming from a Manchester United fan, so I can't speak. But I do think that they are a little bit defensively weak. But, you know, Madrid have had serious injuries, man, that you just can't replace. You can't replace those guys. Like, you can't replace the players that they have, you know, injured. And, of course, they lost Toni Kroos as well, you know, and they haven't replaced him. I do rate that guy, Goulart, you know, Arda Goulart, or Goulart. I do rate him, but, yeah, I mean, when you're missing the amount of players that they're missing, it's tough. But saying that, Barcelona were full value this season for their wins. In fairness to them, anytime I watch Barcelona, man, they're an insanely fun team to watch. I think the AI, man, at the moment is so aware of everything that you're doing. Oh my God, man, Rudiger, where were you going there? Terrible miss. I don't think Lamine will go to Madrid, no. Yeah, I reckon Lamine will come with Blitz Curler, yeah. They're going to bring back, as far as I know, they're going to bring out, there's been a lot of rumors and a lot of people asking me about, like, GOAT versions of the cards. I had heard that there was GOAT versions of the cards coming, but I haven't heard anything recently. Do you know what I mean? So the GOAT version of the cards, what I'm talking about is that there was a lot of cards going to be getting... you know, big booster cards. So basically like Gareth Bale's card. You know Gareth Bale's card that has like... Oh my God, Ronaldinho turned into Patrick Vieira. Ronaldinho is looking like Patrick Vieira. Nice. That was cute. Man, I don't know. It's so slow. It's so slow and laboured, man. Maybe it's me that's slow and laboured. Maybe I'm just getting old, boys. Jonathan Tah. Isn't he supposed to be going to Madrid as well? Havertz! So yeah, I do, and I had originally heard that Maradona, Ronaldinho, and a couple of the ambassadors, Bruno and a few of them boys, were going to be getting like booster cards like Bale got with a +4 booster. Oh my God, man. Why is he taking that such a heavy touch? And then he takes a heavy touch. Yo, thank you, boys. Thank you for the happy Friday wishes. Yeah, it's just going to be a short stream today, lads. Not going to be too crazy. We just said that we get on. I'm getting a few clips from Musiala and the boys. See how they go. I like Musiala's runs, lads, where he picks up pockets of space. Like, look at that, man. That, like, I know that that's just simple things and you can do that, but Musiala brings in brilliant movement. He's definitely my pick of him. He's definitely in my pick of the cards. And do you know what I like about Musiala compared to some cards in this game? When you pass the ball to him, it sticks. Oh my God, man. What a touch. That was a nuts as well. This guy's playing very attack-based football. Is that Rudiger, man? He looks terrible today. All right, Rudiger. Make me eat my words, good lad. Oh my God, man. This guy can't resist having a little dribble. Now look at Musiala's run, lads. All the way. See? Archery flick. And it just didn't sit for us. Lads, Nakata is a beast. Honestly, I would probably pick Nakata. I have to do a video on the best free card, the best free legend to get. I know a lot of people don't have him yet. But I would probably rate Nakata. Like, Mike alone is good. But there's a lot of really, like, kind of solid, like, goal poachers in the game. What a pass. Ah, Musiala, you're running a little bit too extravagant there. Goal, lads. Well on, Neuer. Come out, you big, strong beast. Demi, you broke the piggy bank. Really? Oh, look at the strength of Musi as well, lads. Oh, man, what is going on? What's going on with the touches, man? You can't tell me that they haven't changed the touches, lads. You can't tell me that this gameplay hasn't changed. Is it just me, man? Is it just me since I went away on holidays? For me, the game feels very different when I was playing it 2 weeks ago. I don't know, is it just me, man? Honestly, I'm starting to believe that it is. Now, I know I've seen people complain about it. But honestly, man, even yesterday, like, I don't know, man. I don't know why the game has been so sluggish. It's very strange. Rango, I would probably say that I would agree with that. I would sign off on that. I definitely would sign off on that. I think Kagawa is probably one of the most underrated cards in the game. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But this is the thing that's kind of frustrating me lately, is that, like, a lot of the kind of talking points or a lot of the conversation is not even about the game anymore. It's not even about, like, the gameplay or the cards or anything like that. It's literally got to do with the fact that, like, I mean, how can't you control the ball with a 95 rated dribbler? Do you know, it just makes no sense. Oh, lovely first time touch. Oh man, again, Nicholas Kuhn, why are you running backwards, bro? You're not even offside and you decide to run backwards. Whoa, what a bad pass. Yo, Milas, good to see you again, bro. Look at Musiala, lads. I think he's the real deal. He's class. Crunch. Nah, refs are the ball, man. We got the ball. We got the ball, bro. No? I need to go to Specsavers. Definitely. Yeah, Rodrigo's a good card. I think this guy could score a free kick, lads. He's good on him. Ooh, he's very good in the free kicks, actually. Lucky. Yo, Soccer, what's up, brother? Yo, Andre, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, no, man. I have to stop reading the chat when I'm in a dirty game. Serge Gnabry. Oh, big lag. Nice. Did you guys just see that lag? What was that about? Lovely. Jesus, man. This is torturous, lads. I just feel, man, the AI is so hand-holdy now again. Maybe it's just me, man. Maybe I'm just not playing as well as I was before the break, which is understandable. This guy can't resist. Craic can't clear the ball anyway, lads. GG's, man, GG's. I have a video coming on all the new ones. Yeah, no, I have a video coming, lads. I was away, so... Mirza, the meta is always going to be the same, bro. I have news for you. The meta for eFootball 26 and the meta for eFootball 2027 is going to be the same as it currently is right now. I'm telling you straight up, man. This game is controlled by the AI. And the people that are unbelievable at this game know how to actually use the AI to their advantage rather than fight against it. Like, I fight against the AI 100% because I try to do things as much as manual as possible. What's my controller settings? I have a video up on my controller settings on the channel. Musiala need 95 plus balance. Why do you think that? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just asking you why do you think that? Yo, Amit, what's up, brother? Welcome in. All right, we're playing a cross-platform. It's controlled by a higher power. Nah, it's just controlled by the AI, man. That's all that it is. At the end of the day, lads, the game is never really going to stray too far away from meta because that's what people really want to play. I told you that before. I told you that a couple of weeks ago. That people, a lot of the feedback that was going back was that, you know, people wanted the assistants, the defensive assistant tuned up. Yo, Chris, what's up? AI is definitely stronger. Yeah, I think so. I think maybe as well though, like it's easy to blame the game all the time. Sometimes you do when I go back and analyze games, I'm like, but sure, why am I complaining? That was a shit pass for me. I should have finished that shot or whatever. But I definitely do feel as if the game is it's definitely different from when V4.4 launched. Do you disagree with that, or am I tripping? That's just how I feel. I think that the players there's got way more weird stuff happening, especially collisions and rebounds. Havertz should be one, no, and I've noticed as well, lads, right? And I don't know if this is just me looking into things. And you know the way sometimes you can look into things and you can see what you want to see, you know? So for example, if you're out on the road and you're like thinking about red cars, you're gonna see a lot more red cars. You know that kind of way? I do feel in this game, maybe I'm trying to look into things a bit too deeply and complain about things. But I definitely feel since the last couple of games I've played that the interceptions hitting the post and weird kind of rebounds off the goalkeeper are definitely more prevalent. Like that sort of stuff there. Like that's Musiala. And he has no awareness towards the ball. He's actually back his turn towards the ball. And I'm trying to get on the ball there to have a shot. And it just locks in the animation. I think a lot of that stuff wasn't happening before. Or else it was happening before and I just wasn't as tuned into it. And maybe I'm like hyper tuned into it now. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It's a great ball, lads. This guy looks like a beast. In your last match, he lost ball when defenders... Yeah, but balance has nothing really got to do with that. Like Musiala's biggest problem is his physical contact. His 90 balance is more than enough. It's the fact that his physical contact is so low. That's the only problem. His tight possession and balance are high enough, but he needs to have physical contact at least 75. And if he's got 75 physical contact, he doesn't need 95 balance. Maybe could I don't think the defensive AI has been increased again, but I do feel the attacking AI is being buffed. Interesting, yeah, interesting. I would say that the defensive AI has definitely gone more... I don't even know what word I'd use. More chaotic, I suppose. I think that the AI has got more like tuned into what you're doing. Oh, that's a great run from Musiala. Shoulder charge. And see the way he was holding off there? See the way that he was holding off Musiala was holding off Rudiger there? I mean, that's all he needs to do. He doesn't need 95 balance to do that. But if he had higher contact there, he probably would have held him off a little bit better. But we still got the free. I'm always trying to Margot Robbie is a unique specimen, you know? She doesn't appear all the time. She's like a shiny Pokemon. What a pass. Oh, it's a terrible header, man. What a pass in, though. And what a play. Come on, ref. Sure, he's just blocking me, like. He's just blocking the ball. Oh, he should have squared that. Good header. Lovely. It's good defending, lads. Good play. What? Ooh, what's that? A foul? Lay challenge. Smaller hundreds of issues create a mess of problems. I don't even think there's that many problems with the game, lads. I honestly don't. I think the game is fun. Like, for a free football game, the game is fun. But the problems in the game, when you start playing it and you peel away a couple of, you know, layers of the onion, you do start to see them. And what is seen cannot be unseen in this game. The minute you start noticing the interceptions and you start noticing the patterns of play that work, you have two options. You either feed into it and you play that way, or you try and play against it and create your own fun. But it just won't work, man. It just won't work. Kakashi, it is timing. Yeah, it's timing and it's contextual sometimes if you have easy feint on. Yo, PT, yes, brother, we did. We were in Bandira for a week. Listen, man, stamina has a small impact in the game. Like, it's like anything. Like, this is the problem as well, in my opinion, right? This is the problem, in my opinion. People try and find a logical reason for illogical things in the game. Okay? That's what it is. That's what it really does boil down to. I haven't seen any videos on stamina. I don't really watch other content. I don't watch other videos because I want my opinions to be my opinions. So if I have a bad take, it's my own bad take. If I have a good take, it's my own good take. Sandu, thank you for the compliment and thank you for the feedback, bro. But I honestly don't think I complain too much, man. I honestly don't. I think that the game is... There's a lot of stuff in the game to complain about. But, I mean, this is the thing. I mean... I just don't get how people would play a video game that you're passionate about and not be critical of it. Because there's so much to criticize. You know what I mean? Like... I'm still enjoying the game and I'm not giving out about the game today. But you have to be able to talk about the issues. This is a big problem, like what you're saying, Sandu, right? And I'm not having to dig at you or I'm not having to go at you. But what I'm saying is that, like, you are probably the type of person that everything critical said about the game is seen as complaining, rather than it just being me on stream. And my two options are to either, you know, praise the game and hype the game fake, or not talk about the issues, or like absolutely shit all over the game. There is a middle ground in there that you can enjoy playing the game, you can have fun playing the game, but you're still able to, like, you know, have constructive criticism towards it. You know what I mean? Would I be able to test Neuer? Kakashi, I've already answered you, brother. I've already answered you, man. You need to complain more. Listen, Smuggus. I mean, I haven't seen what you're referencing or anything like that, man. As I said, listen, lads. I stick to myself, man. I stick to myself at what I'm doing. So I don't usually see people's videos or what they're putting up or what they're talking about. But it's like anything. I think that sometimes people try to find a hidden depth to this game when in fact that there isn't. Like if you're out of 100 people, right? Like 98 of us, okay, are just playing this game at a good level, right? We're not professional players. We're not making money. We don't have contracts with professional teams and earning money doing events. Like Etorito won the recent AC Milan. Etorito is on another level compared to the gameplay. He's not pushing rank. He's actually playing events to win real money. Like he's a professional gamer. Them type of boys are built differently, man. You know, Hassan is the same. Like all those guys, they're different built. You know, Uzmakable, all those boys, they're different, man. Mestre, all those guys, right? What I'm saying is that if you're talking about getting down to the itty-bitty, gritty details of the game, where you're talking about stamina, and you're talking about player model build, and you're talking about shoulder width, and you're talking about leg length, that stuff does impact a higher level if you're at the ceiling and you're looking to push through. But for the average player, man, all you need to know is that Vieira is able to block everything because he's got long legs. You don't need to go into why. It's irrelevant. Because you're not really going to, like, you're not going to lose or win the game by not having Vieira in your squad. You're going to lose or win the game for multiple reasons. And most of those multiple reasons, you don't even control. Do you know what I mean? So I think people get bogged down with it a little bit too much when they're actually trying to find reasons for why they're losing games. Sometimes you just lose games because you lose games. Because the game has flaws in its code and in its design. That's all that it is, man. That's all it is. I liken it, man. I liken it sometimes, right, to a relationship, right? Say you're with a girl or a man or a boy or a girl, right? Sometimes, man, you can go back and forward and oh, maybe if I did this right, maybe if I did that, and oh, remember we had that fight about this, maybe I shouldn't have did this or shouldn't I did that. Sometimes, man, you're just not suited to a person. You know what I mean? That's it. You can analyze it, you can talk it all the time, you can ask 100 different people advice and opinions. At the end of the day, man, sometimes you're just not suited. And that's the thing with eFootball as well. I think sometimes you just have to wash your hands of a loss and not go into the itty-gritty. Now, if you're looking to get an expert level of knowledge, yes. And we can sit here on stream and we can compare leg length and we can compare shoulder width and we can compare stamina and we can compare this. And that's not me to shit on people that do videos like that. I'm just saying that I think that there's a lot more issues before you start to get to the 2 or 3% club of stuff that might improve your game. Do you know? Because I have yet to see somebody, whether they're rank 1 in the world or whether they're a noob, I've yet to see somebody struggle or somebody like not struggle with some of the issues in the gameplay. Yeah, exactly. You're talking about way too different, like you're talking about so many different features. Like what I'll say is, right, and again, it's not, I feel like I always have to be careful, which is a bit of a problem in the community, man, because people are so fragile about their opinions, right? But I do feel that, like, a lot of the time, okay, I'll ask you a question to make my point, and you can disagree with me. You can say, Barry, you're full of shit. You do need leg length and stamina and all these theories and all these tests and A/B tests and all this, you know, game modification stuff that have been tested thoroughly and all this, right? What I would say to you to answer that is, what is the number one determinant factor between like a good and a bad game? And it's probably connection. That's it. Something that you can't really control because it's server based. What a ping. Oh, what a pass. Ah. Compare Collar's turn leg length. That's immeasurable. I'll tell you, man, I'm liking Musi. Oh, look at the pass. No, it was a bad pass. What am I glazing him for? Oh, little ping pop it through. And there's the AI assist. Now, look, I want to show you something here, man, right? I want to show you something. Let's put on our little hat for a second. Onyx. Perfectly timed comment, because I'm going to show you something here. Yo, Ryan, what's up? Alodino, we have the new Neuer here. We're testing him out on OC's account. I'm getting so much overlaps on this guy. This should be a goal, lads. With the cross. No, it's a bad header. Yo, PT, what's up, brother? Welcome in, man. Sorry, I forgot to say hello to you. Today is just a chill stream, lads. I won't be streaming too late today. It's roasting warm outside. I have a meeting later, and I'm going to do it outside in the back garden, on the decking. And I'm going to have a barbecue later, and I'm going to chill out for the weekend. And I'm really looking forward to my chill out for the weekend. Sometimes you'd be tired of coming back from holidays than when you went, you know that? Moosey. Ah, Moosey, beautiful. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you, brother. This guy is a beast, man. Agantlau. Look at that for a ping. Yeah, we saw the new Messi face. I had it in a video yesterday. Little 1-2 again. R3 flick. Oh, cheeky. Nice. Happy birthday to your wife, brother. Happy birthday to your wife. No, PT, I actually didn't drink that much. I ate way too much food, though. In Madeira. The food was actually really nice in Madeira. Messi's hair in the new update, lads, looks cat. Yo, Marvin's, welcome back, bro. Lads, can I show you something, right? Look at this here. I'll show you something. Do you see this chance that we get here, right? This is what I'm talking about, playing the game the way the game wants you to play it. That ball is never on there for me. Look. This ball here is never on there for me when I pass this ball. So the game is basically saying, don't pass in there, it's a stupid ball, right? And here, when I intercept this ball here and I bring it back into Rummy, I turn into trouble, I turn back out from trouble, create the gap, Musiala, we don't get it in. Now, it's an AI-assisted slide tackle there. Look, this is not a manual slide tackle from him as far as I'm concerned. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is an AI block, see? So what do? I play the game the way the game wants me to play it. Abusing the double touch here, look. First time double touch, goal. And it's an instant goal when you get into those positions. Now, the thing is, right, when you come up against a really good player, like how I scored that goal, those 3 chances that I created, they're not doing those 3 chances. They're doing 3 of the chance that I got the goal. They're doing 3 double touch chances. And that's how you end up losing 5-6-0 in games. Do you get me? Neuer is crazy, man. He's crazy. He's so far up the pitch. But I think you can kind of limit it a little bit. I haven't noticed him today as bad. Like, look where he is at the moment. He's out in the middle. He's out in the middle of his box. So he's not too bad. Yeah, but sure of what I'm saying to you is that, like, when I say abuse, I say that anything that you do, like, multiple times is an abuse. I'm not saying that that's a bad or a good thing. I'm just saying that that's the truth of it. I mean, touch and goes up the pitch is like, you know, touch and go abuse. Neuer is out in the middle like there, like, look. No, it's not a bad thing at all. I'm just saying that, like, what the pro players are able to do is they'll throw something at you, and if it works, they'll keep doing it, and they'll go 3-4-0 up before you adapt. Ah, Musi, we tried to get rid of that. Crunch. Oh, we did crunch him, lads. We captain crunched him. Oh, another double 2 for the price of 1. Yeah, I actually have to go for a run today myself, Gary. I need to get back fit. I did 2 hours of paddle last night, lads, and I was absolutely dripping sweat. I don't think Neuer is as crazy, Ron, is he? I don't think he is as crazy as the last cards. Man, what is that like? Oh, I'm after butchering him again, lads. Good save, Manuel Neuer. Jesus, Taz a fair unit, lads, and me. Gary, you must be in some shape now, bro. Beautiful, beautiful. That's nice play, lads. The big heavy touch then from Philip Lam. Crazy, man. Oh my days, man. I do like Musiala, lads. I'll be honest. I do like him a lot. His movement is very good. And this guy is an absolute tank. Look at his movement, man. The AI is way too aware, lads, of what you're doing in the game. It's like they've already reacted to what you're doing before you do it. Do you know what I mean? It's strange. Oof. Cool Noob, what are you talking about, bro? What are you actually talking about, man? Has the ref IQ been nerfed? I think the refs are just blind, man. They don't blow for anything unless it's a clear slide tackle. A lot of the collisions now are crazy. I had a match yesterday where I was simming the event when I went off, and I was waiting to start my meeting, and I simmed one of the events, and you should have seen the chance that we didn't get as a goal. It was crazy. Like, the player literally went through me in the box, and nothing came of it. Musiala covers a lot of ground, I will say that, lads. Barry, I'm in bulk since the end of January, trying to gain some size. Gain nearly 3 kg. Oof. Yo, Stephen, what's up, brother? I haven't spun, lads. I missed all the free cards. All right, lads. This is Neuer's stats, right? This is his stats here. Like, it's a good card, man. It's a good card. I definitely think it's a good card, but I don't think he's any much better than, you know, any of the rest of the boys. Like, that's Oliver Kahn, right? So Kahn is 188. Neuer is 193. His passing is unreal, but you don't really pass the ball that much with the goalkeeper, obviously. He has 81 jumping, and then there's his stats compared to Kahn, you know? Yo, Wayne, what's up, brother? Like, that's kind of what you're rocking there with Neuer. Who else does he compare against? I suppose Buffon, maybe. They're similar. Obviously, Neuer is an attacking goalkeeper, but Buffon has got better jumping, goalkeeper awareness, catching, parrying, goalkeeper reflexes. Like, this is it, man. This is kind of what you're dealing with Neuer. Now, obviously, we still have to give him a secondary booster. That's him versus Schmeichel. That's probably the best example because Schmeichel has 90 jump as well. But, like, Peter Schmeichel is probably the GOAT of goalkeepers. He's the one goalkeeper I don't have. I've played him a good bit on OC's account. I've played a good bit of co-op with him. But, like, Schmeichel absolutely destroys him in terms of raw stats there. Especially the fact that he's got 90 jumping. He's a defensive goalkeeper. And, obviously, if we give Manuel Neuer his booster, he's going to get a +1. But he's still not going to get his reflex any higher than that. I think Schmeichel is probably the best pound-for-pound goalkeeper. Czech, defensive goalkeeper. Czech is obviously taller than him, so there's probably a better comparison. It's kind of strange that Neuer... Well, I suppose Neuer is 38. I was going to say he's 98, but... Yeah, I definitely think that Schmeichel's probably the best pound-for-pound. But Czech, for me, never really lets me down, which is good. I think Czech is probably my favorite because I've used him so much. But I couldn't say it, honestly, I couldn't say that Czech is better than Schmeichel. It's just a personal preference, lads. It genuinely is. It's a personal preference. It's like picking who's your favorite child if you've got 2 kids, I'd say. Because Petr Cech, I think, like, is a little bit better manual goalkeeping than Schmeichel. But Schmeichel is just an absolute unit in the goals. He's so big. Like, Schmeichel is the goalkeeper I usually struggle against the most. Sorry no, lads. I'm having a yogurt here for my lunch. Then for Kimmich... I mean, Kimmich is a good card, lads, right? He is a good card. This build, would I go for this build with Kimmich? It's definitely a good build as an orchestrator, but the problem is for this card... Oh, let me lick it. The problem is for this card, right? Is that when you're actually comparing this guy as an orchestrator, you're putting him in to... Genuinely, you're putting him into the category of some big boys. And I genuinely don't know how you would play, you know, Kimmich, ahead of Andrea Pirlo. Either Pirlo. Like, both these Pirlos are insane. Deco, Philipp Lahm, yeah. But, like, Rodri's more of a defensive type player. He doesn't really have pace, obviously. But he's not that slow compared to Kimmich. But then you've got Pirlo, lads. Like, Pirlo's the same height as him. He's a little bit less heavy, so he's obviously going to be a little bit more nimble on the pitch. And their stats, I mean, his stats just do not compare to Kimmich's. Like, he's better, he's +2 better attacking awareness. He's +8 ball control, +10 dribbling, +10 tight possession, +5 low pass, +3 lofted. His finishing is +10. His free kicks, don't mind that. But his speed and acceleration are probably the only thing. This Pirlo, the way he's built, obviously the way OC isn't built, doesn't go 85 and 85, but you can do that. Kicking power is huge. His physical contact's better. His balance is just a little less. His stamina is a little less. His defensive stats are better as well. Wayne, I didn't bro because I was away, but I will do them. I will bring them up. I will bring them onto the channel over the weekend. Mateus is actually hard to build, I think, depending on your playstyle. So I'll do a video on that to get the best out of him. And also, I would say probably the most underrated card in the game, apart from Shinji Kagawa, is probably Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso's movement on the ball and his positioning, his shooting, is exceptional. Now, Musiala is a different kind of level. Would I go with this level of Musiala? There's probably a couple of changes I'd make to the build here. Egyptinho, I'm not today, bro, because I don't want to mess with OC squads. Yeah, every version of Pirlo's a beast. The one thing I would say about this Musiala is when you compare him to other Hull players, and this is an issue that a lot of Hull players have. If you look at Griezmann has got 85 balance, but he's got physical contact only 62. This was a big issue with the early version of the Hull players. They've kind of rectified that. So if you compare Hoynes, and there's a new card of Hoynes coming out, of course, on Monday, this one here. If you look at this, right, Musiala is insane, lads. I love him. I think he's a beast. But Hoynes has got better ball control, better dribbling, little less tight possession, and worse passing. But he's got better finishing, he's got better heading, he's got better speed, he's got better, well, the same acceleration, kicking power. Physical contact at 90 is massive on Hoynes. And you don't even need 90 physical contact. I would recommend it on Hoynes, but 85 would be enough if you want to pop it into something else. I think that's the problem, Kurdas. That's a big problem with the game. Obviously, it's only a problem with people that have all these cards. I mean, OC has probably got the best squad I've ever seen. And it is only a problem. People don't face this problem if they're not opening epics. But you just don't really need Musiala if you've got Platini on the bench. They're very similar cards. Like Platini is probably one of the best cards in the game. But then on top of that as well, you've got the option of playing Rudy Hullet there. And Rudy Hullet is a completely different level of attacking midfielder. You've got Cruyff, you've got Hoynes, you've got De Jong, you've got Sinji, you've got Scholesy. This is the old Musiala. So they're actually quite similar if you look there. Well, yeah, that's the thing, PT. I mean, if you have it, like, that's what I always say the whole time. It's like, if you have an in-game level attacking midfielder, you don't need to ever sign another player. What I would say is, there is a difference between playing the likes of Maradona, right, who's a small, nimble guy, or Iniesta, versus the likes of Musiala, and then you compare him to like Ronaldinho. Like Ronaldinho is a very different type of player than Musiala. They're very similar stat-based, but in order to get the best out of Ronaldinho, you need to be doing tricks. You need to be slowing the game down, bringing others into the play. Musiala is a very direct run and gun and shooter. And then Hullet is obviously more of a physical presence. Yeah, I think Xabi Alonso, lads, is insane. I really do. I really rate him. But this Hoynes, lads, he's naughty, man. But in saying that, Musiala is a very good card. Very good card. I like this card a lot. Yo, Kenneth, what's up, bro? Neuer is good. Yeah, Neuer is very decent. I just don't like the fact that Neuer is so attacking. Yeah, I think Ronaldinho is a gem of a player. Ronaldinho is one of my favorite players to use. Is Nakata endgame? If you're talking about endgame, do you need to upgrade him? I think that Pirlo is probably the man for the job. Yeah, Griezmann's a beast. What's my take on new Hullet? Insane. The new Hullet's insane, lads. This old Hullet is beastly as well, but all versions of Hullet, lads, are just built different, man. Look at this Hullet, lads. It's frightening. It's frightening, lads, honestly. Samir, I'll have a video up on that. Yeah, definitely. Look at his stats, man. Honestly, like what is not to like? I stopped playing Hullet, lads. Yo, Patience, what's up, brother? What a joke of a card. I stopped playing Hullet, lads, because when you've got a 190 cm centre forward, deep line forward, with 90 speed, 90 balance, 90 physical contact, acceleration and kicking power way above the thresholds. Ball control, dribbling and tight possession. Like, look at his stats, man. He has speed, acceleration, kicking power, jumping, physical contact, balance. Ball control, dribbling, tight possession, curl. That's 10 stats that are 90 plus. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Crazy card. Like, it's just a crazy card. He also has 75 aggression. Yeah, PT, he does. Plus, on top of that, OC is actually giving him flip-flap and soul control. So he's waiting on double touch on him. This is a Frankenstein card, lads. Like, there's no other card in the game like this for his position. This would probably be, if Cristiano Ronaldo was to come out as a card, that would probably be what he would be like when he was, you know, for Madrid that season when he was breaking records. Speed, acceleration, kicking power, jumping, physical contact, balance, tight possession, dribbling, ball control. Like, this is basically Ronaldo. The only thing is, Ronaldo would probably have 95 finishing on top of this. And probably a little less defense. That's it. It's a crazy card, honestly. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Crazy to be able to get a card this high. Christian Vieri's there. I'm just looking at the team, man. Looking at the squad. So many good cards here. I missed out on a lot of these cards. Oh, this Tony Cruz card, I would have liked him. Ribery build. Yeah, we can. This is not my account though, lads. Just to tell you, this is not my account. Mr. 8. 8 into everything. I'll do a video on Mateus and new Rijkaard. Because I want to do the build. When is Henry coming out? Next Thursday. We just showed Musiala, bro. If you rewind back a little bit. Maybe about 10 minutes, rewind back, Harik. Yo, Garrett, good morning, bro. Oh, Cordas, that is clutch. That is clutch. I think we'll get a couple of big legends for the next big update in August. No, Henry is not coming out, lads. I'm trolling you. They're not going to drop Henry all of a shot. They haven't dropped players that are actually coming. They're not even in the database at the moment, in any of the databases. They're not in the player in the files. Imagine if they do that. Henry, Keane and Richards. Yeah, it'd be funny, wouldn't it? I do think Roy Keane has a good chance of coming. With the United, obviously, link. And the Celtic link. They could bring out a Celtic Roy Keane. Would be probably better. If they wanted a workaround. Matchmaking failed. Okay. I haven't tried Beat the Clock. No, I haven't tried, bro. Need to release a Daniel Agger legend card. Carragher, Henry, Micah Richards. Yeah, like in the show. Could happen. Phenomenal laughing. Mateus is always a beast, lads. No one's playing events, I take it. Listen, I just feel as well, lads, it's May. Like, we're nearly in June, July. We're going to start getting news on the game soon for the next season. The next seasonal update. I've heard August is when the game is going to come. Hopefully it does. There'll be an update or two before that. Yo, F4. Are you just starting out the game? No, I think they're on. Hazard is really good. Do you know who's actually really underrated, Kurdas? As a dribbler. He's really, really underrated when I've used him as an out wide option. But I don't use him enough. Is the old school Figo. Figo's really underrated in this game, lads. He moves very, very nicely in the ball. I haven't used him enough, but when I do use him, I do enjoy him, you know? Yeah, well, there's a reason why they can't bring out a CR7 card at the moment, but I do think they will bring out one soon. F4, you just need to play more events. That's all you can do to get the skill tokens. You can't unlock them any other way. You can get skill tokens from the GP shop, the eFootball, or the GP shop, the events, and logging in and clearing all the objectives. Well, there's lots of cards that they could bring out, and I know we all have our favourite ones that we could bring out, but I think what Konami have actually started doing recently has been very smart, is that they're bringing out lower level legends, like mid-tier legends. And I say that obviously with no disrespect to anybody, but I mean, if you're talking about the best centre-backs ever, like when you talk about like who they've added, like recently in the last couple of years, there is a huge difference between them adding somebody like Beckenbauer versus adding somebody like Martin Caceres. And I'm not disrespecting Caceres. Obviously, he's a professional player and he's a beast of a player. Also, there's a big difference between them adding Maldini and John O'Shea. You know what I mean? So, like, I think that they've started to litter in a couple of smaller tier legends. Like, Hazard was a big name. Ribery was a big name. Robin will probably come. Ibrahimovic will probably come. But then you can also have smaller based legends like Christian Vieri and guys like that. Whereas, like, you're going to have a hardcore selection of players that will be like, oh, Christian Vieri is the best striker ever. My favourite ever striker. Same with Batistuta. You know? But then you're also going to have the huge names like that would like attract the general crowd. Do I think Neuer is worth spinning? Only if you need a goalie. Yo, Ramai Pinto, what's up, brother? Yeah, that's what they're doing, Nuke Boy, yeah. And I think that they're smart. I think they're smart to do that. I think they're definitely smarter to do it than what they've been doing. Because they only realistically need, lads, if they bring out duplicate packs. We've talked about this before. Realistically, they only need probably about, I don't know, maybe like 100 legends. Owen versus Batistuta. I mean, one is tall, one is small. It's an impossible comparison. Oh, Musiala. I think it is a case that company could be in the game. I just think that company probably, who owns his rights, you see, as a player. That's the thing, is it City? See, that's the problem. Company might not own his image rights yet. I think image rights are with the clubs for a couple of seasons after you retire, by default. I think it's like it's to have existing contracts, you know. So for example, like Man City can. Oh, that's beautiful. As far as I know, I don't know the full legalities of it or whatever. But as far as I know, like, for example, with the likes of Lamine Yamal, right? If Konami want to make Lamine Yamal an ambassador, they can't just talk to Lamine Yamal and his agent and, you know, determine how much they want. They basically have to also include Barcelona and say, well, listen, Barcelona own his image rights. That's part and parcel of it. So when you actually stop your playing career, I think it's like 2 years, maybe less, where your image rights are still with the parent club. Now, I could be wrong. But I know that Iniesta, he had his image rights with Barcelona. So Konami are not even probably dealing with Iniesta. Like, you know, they're probably just dealing with like Barcelona to see what legends that they can get. And then it's just a case of like, okay, like let's just say man, this game is so laggy. Why am I only on 2 bars, like, and this guy's on full bars? That's bullshit, man. I'm lagging like crazy. Oh, he's using smart assist as well, of course. Yeah, well, EA probably are. I would say that Juventus. I'd say that Juventus probably own Ronaldo's image rights. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But then again, maybe not. Maybe Ronaldo actually owns his own image rights because, you know, that might have been something that he negotiated with. Ronaldo's a bad option or a bad example because Ronaldo's such a huge name. Yeah, there's lots of new epics that they could bring, lads. I know before that there was an issue with Maradona, and it was got to do with a dispute over who owned his image rights. Man, this one is so laggy, lads. This is so laggy. This guy is playing with the Indian team. Is this somebody in the stream, man? Is this somebody in the stream, honestly? I think it has to be. It has to be somebody that's stream sniped because I shouldn't be matching up against somebody like this. That's this far away. Surely there's one other player playing in Europe that is... Just let me know if you're in the stream, man. Make yourself aware. Ooh, it was a great tackle in fairness. Yeah, there was some issue with Maradona, I remember, years ago. And it was the fact that Maradona thought he owned his own license or his own player image rights. Yeah, I think this is definitely somebody in the stream, man. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Hello, everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for
Yeah, that's why I had heard originally. I had heard originally, lads, that Maradona was going to be getting a goat card, but that never like materialized. And then obviously, you know, he signed with EA and stuff. All right, enough of this foolishness. Oof. Oh, racketed it off his head. Oh man, what is going on? Seriously, man, what the hell am I playing? Nice. Naughty, naughty. How is Musiala down on the ground just there now? He was fine, man. Oh, it's a small wall, lads. Ah, not high enough. Batman, just use counter target, man. But you should only be running. You should only be running to break the lines with your whole players. And I literally can't win a header with Jonathan Tah against this team. Oh my god, man. What am I actually playing? What is this game, man? Seriously. What am I playing with this match? Oh man, the through the legs. The through the legs absolutely breaks my heart, man. Good ball. Boom, there's the post. And there's the smart assist. Oh, he's not using smart assist. No, that's a super cancel. Super cancel, me sister. Not that it matters anyway, lads. This game is just infinitely more difficult. Nearly. He nearly saved it. Honestly, man, the AI... Honestly, his AI in this game, man, is like playing against the legend difficulty. It's not even what he's doing. Just look at his AI positioning, man, and look at his team. And you tell me that smart assist doesn't do more than what it says on the tin. Like, look at his team. I'll show you his squad. Look. Oh, just over. Look, man. This is what you're dealing with, man. This is what you're dealing with, man. And I'm not saying that I should be beating this guy because of that. But honestly, man, I literally can't break down his defense, like. Now, I get it. I'm shit at the game. I should be up 10-0. I'm trash. I get all that, man. I get all that. But, like, what I'm saying is that, like, there is no way that his players should be able to actually, like, There's no way that his players should be able to defend the way that they're defending with the stats that they have. It just doesn't make sense. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. See, when you complain about it, people don't like when you complain. My God, lads. Oh man, the super cancel is not working for me. Look, man, I literally can't break his lines. Look, I can't shake him, man. Crazy. He is the son of Konami. What a save. And then the inch perfect pass. Oh, we actually won a header. Beautiful. Back post. Great ball. Oh, it's a lovely goal. It's a lovely goal, man. But see, the thing is, lads, right? If I lose this game, okay? And I don't beat this guy. If I lose this game, right? It's me crying and me, I lost again. Yo, Alex, what's up, brother? I'm not saying that this guy is bad or anything like that, man. It's nothing got to do with him. What I'm saying is that, like, if you just dissect it, man, look at the actual way his AI is defending. I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about him at all. This is what I'm trying to say. It's easier to see this because of the team he has. That's the squad he has, right? But this also is what I'd be complaining about sometimes when you're playing against, like, a free-to-play squad. So if instead of Brandon Fernandes, he's got a 95 rated Pedri, instead of Jackson Singh DMF, he's got a 90 overall Wilmer Barrios, right? What I'm saying is, like, look at the movement of his AI when I get the ball back here. Look, right? I get the ball back here, and look at his shape. Look at his positioning. Like, look at the crazy stuff, man. He's set. He's perfectly set every time I break the line. Players not running on. That was obviously my fault because I didn't super cancel quick enough. But even when I break the ball back here, like, he's winning headers or half headers or whatever, even with me playing shit, it's just so chaotic and crazy. Like, I'm making really good plays here, and his AI is just absolutely set. I can't shake him, like with Musiala. Like, look. This is like his AI, right? This is what my biggest problem with the game is right now, and I'm not gonna complain anymore, right? I'm not gonna complain. I promise. It's Friday. Look at when he loses control, when he switches from his midfielder. When I turn Musiala, right? Look, this is a manual. This is a manual matchup, right? I am Musiala. His is Lalang Mawawi Ralt. He's gonna actually lose. Hold on. Let me refresh, right? He's going to switch off this player that he's controlling right here. Because I've beaten him. as in a one-on-one battle with Musiala, and I have the pace on him. Watch how the AI actually like rectifies his mistake. Watch this. This is the best example I've seen in a while. So he's going to switch off to his other midfielder, number 7 here. Now watch. Look at that, man. When he rectifies it, he's straight into my shoulder, and then he wins the ball back. Look, watch it in real time. He flicks off because he makes a mistake of flicking off. He flicks back on, and he's already in my lane. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So if he doesn't flick off there, I'm going to beat him for pace. Look. He's already, the momentum that he has and the inertia of the player. And I can prove that time and time again with how you dribble in this game. But look at how the AI, and it's a split-second thing, man. This is what drives me mad. It makes you crazy. The game kind of gaslights you in a way where it's like, but he switched at the right time, or, if Musiala had a 95 build, or, if Musiala, cut his hair, he would have been lighter on the pitch. No, I'm just saying to you, man, watch the movement with your own eyes and explain to me this. This is why I have an issue, man, with smart assist, big time. Look at the momentum of the player. I'm already gone past him, and when he switches, the animation cuts. The animation of his momentum carrying him past Musiala cuts, and he automatically is back on my defense. Look, he's automatically back on my shoulder. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now, I'd say something if this was Patrick Vieira or if it's Mateus. This is an 85 overall center midfielder. And then he just shoves me off the ball. And this wasn't once. This was multiple times in the game. Again, we beat him here, and I can't shake him. We beat him again. He shoulder charges me into the back. Look. Watch this, man. We beat him, and we're gone. But we can't get past him because there's like a force field around me that I can't break through. Anyway, it is what it is, man. I'm not going to go on about that. The dribbling goes against the logic of what dribbling should be. I agree, Anton. What do you mean, you people in the chat yesterday saying smart assist comes with more disadvantages? What do you mean? I have never said that smart assist doesn't come with more advantages. I think you're mixing up, bro. Oh, and people in my chat. Yeah, but I mean, people in the chat are entitled to their opinion, man. They don't have to agree with me. They can say that, like, oh, well, that guy was on A form. All his players were on A form. You know? So, lads, that's pretty much that squad there. This is what's coming Monday. The two boys here. I think Highness is going to be very interesting. Let me get these builds up of Highness. Let me have a look at these. Give me 2 seconds. That's what's coming Monday, lads. Now, as far as we know, Highness is going to have 35 levels. Let me just check something. Yeah, this is Highness here, lads. So obviously, with the manager boost, like let's just say with Rijkaard, he's going to have 35 levels down as a whole player. Let me see his stats. Can you guys see that? Because I can't see that screen. That's Rummy. He's going to have agility +2. We give him another agility, and we'll give him Rijkaard as well, just to try him. He's going to have 33 levels. But Highness looks interesting. Blitz Curler, I think, yeah, it's probably not done here. He's down as momentum dribbling here. And Rummy is down. This could be wrong. He's down with phenomenal finishing. But that could be wrong. It could be Blitz Curler. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's momentum dribbling. But this card is going to be frightening, lads. Very, very decent card. Is it going to be as good as the other card? It depends. I mean, you're going to have good speed. He's not going to have 89 kicking. Well, he is because he's going to have the booster as well. I don't think he needs that much dribbling. Like 90 type possession is probably more than enough. And we could give him, on top of that as well, we could give him agility. And then take 1 out of dexterity. And then pop up this. Like, that's the card I would probably go for, personally speaking, if he's got 35 levels with the booster. But that's just his base off the booster there. That's it. That's Highness, lads. That's Highness without his booster. He has another booster here. But that's his card there. So you're talking about 85 offensive awareness, 86 low pass, 85 finishing. Obviously, you could take down the passing. I mean, I don't think he needs much passing because the way the passing is at the moment, I would probably rather put that into finishing. But it's a very similar card to the old Highness, lads. Very similar. If you compare them base to base, right? Look, this is Highness's base stats here. This Highness, when you hover over him, which I like this feature of eFootball DB, this is his base stats at level 1. So this Highness here that you're seeing, the one we already have out, has off the rip at level 1 at his base. 1+ dribbling, 2+ header, +5 place kicking, +4 curl, +2 speed, +2 balance. But it's similar in every other card. And then this is obviously Rummy. So Rummy, we're going to have to change his card a little bit. But again, looks very, very tasty. I'd probably give him... would I give him the agility booster or the ball carrying booster? Maybe ball carrying, you know. Although his balance is going to be a little bit affected then. No, I probably would give him ball carrying, lads. 91 balance, 90 finishing, 91 dribbling. He probably doesn't need as much dribbling as this. Yeah, that's kind of quite a hard card to build, actually. Fantasista booster? Maybe. Do we need his balance? Like, the thing is with this, do we need his balance at... Well, we could change manager, I suppose. No, we would like 90. It came after Keen. You're going to have to pick between... Like, we've nothing into passing there. You're going to have to pick between 90 finishing. His curl is quite poor and dribbling. Rummy's not really a dribbler though, lads. That's the thing. That's probably what you could save on is the dribbling there. If you have 85 type possession, that's probably more than enough for him. His balance, his speed, his kicking power, everything looks good there. I'd probably limit it at that. 97 speed, 90 kicking power, 83 stamina. And then if you wanted to, you could probably pop 2 more in to get his jump and physical contact up. And then 1 more into that. For 83 curl. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yo, Benny, what's up? But again, if we hover over the original Rummy that's out at the moment, this is the new one. And this one here, right? This one here is only +1 better speed, +2 acceleration, same finishing. They're identical cards nearly, lads. They genuinely are identical cards. I honestly don't think that there's that much of a reason to spin for Rummy if you already have him. Like, this Rummy card, lads, is more than enough. Look. Yo, John Christopher, welcome in. That Rummy card is very tasty, lads. I will do a video on it. I will do a video on it, of course. Striker's Instinct is on this old Rummy. Compared to this new Rummy. This one is going to have agility and we have Fantasista on him. Now, with the form arrows, obviously with the way that they used to work before, that's probably going to be his stats there. That's with his form arrow. So realistically, if he's going to be up, like say for example, I usually play players and I usually train players like this with the form arrow. And then what I would probably do in that situation is, because I'm not going to have his stats, well, what I would do in that situation is you could take one off dexterity, and you could either throw it into shooting to get his curl up to 85, or you could throw it into aerial strength or jump. Like with that in mind, you could get a 91 jump as well. But I don't know if it's going to be that big of a difference on the card, I'll be honest, lads. Oh, God. Oh, I'm tired, lads, I'm tired. But definitely, it's not a bad... It's definitely not going to be a bad card. It definitely will be a good card. But I just don't know if it's going to be, you know, game-changing enough. What do you think? I mean, there's the stats there of what he's going to look like with his form arrow fully up, or up pretty decent. But most of the time his form arrow is going to be standard, so that's why you probably have to give him an extra balance. There. As for the cards here, I mean, let me just hide this a second, right? As for the cards here, you're going to have Manuel Neuer. This is Manuel Neuer here. This is his stats. 95 awareness, 93 parrying, 91 reflexes, 96 reach. Doesn't have a booster yet, but he has low punt, one-touch pass, long throw, visionary pass. This is his build. Now, obviously, I would probably reduce the passing here, and you'd get one more in, but effectively, you can still get his catching up a bit higher. I would say reflexes would be a bit more important here. And this is how Neuer compares to Schmeichel. So Schmeichel's going to have better jump, obviously, there as well. Same skills on Rummy, yeah. Then we have also got Musiala and Kimmich. Kimmich's problem, lads, is that he's competing against other world-class players. You know? I'll do my proper builds of these, lads, but I definitely think these aren't bad builds from OC at all. The problem with Kimmich is that he's just a little bit kind of out of depth compared to Pirlo. Like, he's got good stuff, he's got good card, he's got good skills, phenomenal pass, blocker, interception, way to pass, one-touch pass, fighting spirit. You could give him a booster, obviously, as well. I would probably, depend on how you play him, to give him a booster. He needs a couple of skills. See, it's all about training cards exactly how you want them. And then this is Musiala here. And Musiala is pretty decent too. But all these cards that are not going to be that much different than the older versions of them. Like, huge stamina, but massive discrepancy with his physical contact. A good card, there's no doubt about it. You give him flip-flap and he has, you know, that advanced ball roll. It's a great card. But then Musiala has the same problem, lads, of if you're comparing Musiala, right, versus any of these cards, you're talking about, like, cards that are just able to compete with him across the board. So whole players especially, like, there is no comparison, I think, if you're doing it with the likes of Highness, and we're also due a new Highness out, and the likes of Platini, who's just pound for pound a better card. So that's probably the biggest problem with these cards, lads. Not that it's a problem. I'm just saying that, like, there's so many good hole players in the game now, you know? So, yeah. But then when you look at it, right? Like, if you look at it, these cards here, like the likes of these, like the new Rummy, it's not going to be that big of a difference, I think, with the older Rummy versus this new one. Like, this new Rummy is going to be very, very tasty, but if you already have old Rummy, it's not going to be a huge difference. Yo, football lad, what's up, brother? Welcome in. So you decide, lads. I mean, obviously there isn't much of a difference between this Rummy and the old Rummy. Look, you're talking about little few stats and that's it. Yeah, Rummy is very good. I haven't actually used enough of him this year in the game. I did like him before, but sure, I haven't used any of the cards that, like, I've tested out way too many cards this year. Way too many cards. Like, we're using Vardy at the moment. I can show you Vardy here in the levelings that we did for him. I have a video coming out as well on all the new epics and all the best builds for the elite lineage. Don't miss Castolo. Oh, look at that. Stuck it, boy. Stuck it, baby. I think we're getting 100. We're getting a random booster on this one, are we? Yeah, a random booster. Oh, man, I'm sweaty. So we were using Vardy yesterday a good bit, but we also signed Timber and Hernandez, and I'll show you their builds. I have a video done on them as well. But Vardy's pretty decent for a free card. We got Vardy in one spin. A lot of people would probably want Vardy just as a collector's card, you know? Like, it's a fairly decent card. His balance lets him down slightly, but he's a fairly decent card. I mean, we played, what, 10 matches? 13 matches, 9 goals. Not bad. Not bad at all. We gave him flip-flap, low lofted pass. Yo, Oxy, what's up, brother? Oxy's been in the chat, sorry. Lads, we're 1 like away from 100. Can we get 100 likes on the stream? Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Yeah, Vardy, this Vardy is very, very decent. Very decent. Thank you, Mira. Thank you, bro. Thank you, boys. I appreciate it. We're back on my account now, lads. This is it. Like, this Theo Hernandez for a free card is insane. This Julian Timber is insane. There's some really nice free cards here. The squad I was using at the moment was this. That was kind of our squad that we were using, and then obviously I was kind of fitting out between, like, using a couple of these different types of cards. Like Ronaldinho, he can play left, but he can't play right. Roberto can play left, but not right. So I was kind of struggling for who to pick as a right midfielder. I don't think having a right midfielder other than Nedved or Seedorf is worth it. And Rice is good as well. He's very tasty, but I do prefer Gareth Bale there. But it's all about changing things around. Like Suarez, for example, 99 matches, 92 goals. So sometimes it's just about mixing things around. Bale has 297 matches, 136 goals. But I was playing Bale mostly up front. But anyway, lads, that is it, man. I'm going to jump off because I'm absolutely sweating balls here. We will be back. We have a video going up in about maybe a half an hour on the free cards. So all of these free cards here. And I have the best builds for these, my suggestions. You're after already seen who I'm spinning for. We'll be back Monday. Hopefully you guys will join on Monday as well. We'll be back with Rummy and the boys. We already saw who's coming. That's what's coming Monday. So it's going to be Highness and Rummy. Enjoy the weekend, lads. I'm out. I'm going to do I have a meeting. I'm going to do it outside in the sun. Then I'm going to prep my barbecue for later. We're going to chill out. I have as well, man, I have got a video coming out for members, my visit to Madeira, the Ronaldo Museum, so you guys might enjoy that, you might not, but that'll be up exclusive for members as well. I'm going to be bringing some cool member content. I'll still be doing all my videos, you know, normally up on YouTube, But I will be bringing some cool YouTube stuff, member stuff as well. So we'll bring that in, and we'll do it. I've been promising it for ages, man, but I am going to do the Madeira video. So I have a lot of editing to do. But anyway, I will talk to you later. Thanks for joining, lads. Thanks again to the Beast OC for letting us use the account. We'll be back. We will be back with this video up in about half an hour maybe. And then we'll work through the rest of them. Like, these players, man, I've seen a lot of people give... Yeah, like, there's a lot of information that is needed about these cards. I've tested pretty much all of these cards, except for Bergkamp and Abiati. But we'll get that video out as well. But anyway, lads, thank you, boys. I will chat to you in a bit. Peace.